is a young girl comes up to me with hands raised, ready to fight. She's catching a fucking hook as well. I'm gonna find that snooze button on the side of her head. They're gonna have to peel her off the sidewalk with a fucking spatula like this girl.
I don't know if that's something that you should be proud of.
All right. Well, speaking of shit that I shouldn't be proud of, welcome to Stopgap, everyone. It's the week of January 17th.
Jesus.
There you go.
We're here again. I don't know why.
That was a good one.
I don't know why, but we're here. We're doing
just talking about the ethics of punching children, I guess.
I'm saying she was asking for it.
I'm against it.
Right? Someone had to teach this little girl not to run up on
grown-ass men. Words.
Not to run up on grown-ass men like she's trying to fight, right? Because she found the wrong grown-ass man to do that to.
Well, over the years, there's been these videos of these girls like fucking with dudes and fucking with dudes and fucking with dudes, and they're just getting nailed. Like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, well,
it's that lady at the football game, Patriot game, that was fucking with that guy, and he just fucking laid her out. You remember that?
Well, first of all, she's at a Patriots game, so it's probably just open season.
The Reddit thread that's linked in the comments of that YouTube video, dude, it's full of girls getting their comeuppance. Like one girl, there's it looks like a CVS, but there's this big ass black dude, probably 300 pounds, 6 foot tall, big, and he's talking like a black dude that you know. I don't want to sound super racist, but
every time anybody says that,
no.
Every time I've said that, it's never worked out well. So I'd reevaluate.
But you can tell by the tone of his voice and his syntax that he's not afraid to slap someone down. Right?
Okay. I mean,
and this
all of these videos of
this like 5'6", this 5'6", like fucking white trash hood rat is like screaming at him and yelling at him, and he's like, get out of my face, and he goes like, don't touch me, and she comes up and fucking tries to push him. He doesn't move, and he just fucking slaps her ass to the ground. Holy shit.
Up on her.
Oh my god. And he said I told you not to touch me, bitch. I ain't playing around.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, a Reddit thread of a girl getting punched is probably going to be the absolute dregs of society. Like, you couldn't pay me to wade through that comment section.
How many times should you tell her?
Oh man, do what?
How many times should he warn her?
He warned her a lot of times. And then there's another one where this girl's like yelling at a dude on the subway, and he's just standing there like taking it. And she's yelling at him, and she's got friends with her, and they're like laughing at him and yelling at him and shit. And like he gets up and moves, and like she does something happens, the camera pans away, and like he's just walking, and she takes her bag and swings it at him, and he turns around and fucking slaps her ass to the ground in the subway. Her boyfriend gets up and tries to fight this dude, and this dude fucking lays into him, beats the fuck out of him. Dude, people just like this is something if you're ever in a situation like that where like there's I'm not saying with the 11-year-old, I'm saying with the grown men, with the grown men and grown women, like if you're in a situation where violence is about to happen, like you can, it's justifiable in your mind that violence is about to happen. You need to fucking flip that switch, go immediately to violence. But you don't pussyfoot around and fucking test the water. Nope.
Realize you're always going to be classified as the villain if you do that.
Oh yeah, but you aren't gonna get jumped. You aren't gonna get the shit kicked out of you 9 times out of 10 because the fucking layman on the street does not know how to deal with immediate and pure violence. Like if you just snap to violence, people don't know how to fucking deal with it unless they're trained to deal with that shit.
Okay.
Usually it's
no, it's true.
Or people
like but there's the entire doctrine basically, like you have to have some sort of reasonable, reasonable for your well-being. And I'm sorry, you're in that situation where a woman's harassing you on the subway. Like, I don't mean to make this sound misogynistic.
Hold on. And she's got friends. She's got guys with her, and
Even
she
better.
attacks you.
Here's what you do.
I'm flipping that switch.
They're all 4.5 feet tall.
No,
Like-
you start recording.
Oh no,
it,
not
that your name is humongous, and then
No,
you get to
dude.
make a GoFundMe.
I have the
blows up
solution.
about it. You
100%.
make
I have 100% have the solution. Here's what you do. The girl won't shut the fuck up. You're telling her, "Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut."
I don't like where this is going.
No, I'm telling you, this is what you do. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
No,
Shut up,
I'm
bitch, or
not.
I'm putting the tape back on.
You're gonna like it. She won't shut up. She won't shut up. You tell her 4 or 5 times, and the whole time in your head you're going, "Am I gonna hit this bitch? Am I gonna hit this bitch?" And you're asking yourself, "Am I gonna hit this bitch?" You finally realize you're probably not gonna hit that bitch, but if she don't shut up, you turn around, you sock the fucking biggest guy next to her. That's what you do.
Okay.
As fast as possible.
Okay.
Oh,
And as hard as
When
guys,
have you
Is
ever
it
hold
related
on.
to the altercation, or is it just a random fucking
guys,
Dude,
I
movie
completely
did you do that in, Graham?
I completely forgot to set up this show, so like I don't even know if people got the notification that we went
people
live.
didn't get the notification?
It's cool
No.
if they miss. It's cool if they miss the first 5 minutes. They're just Graham repeating, "Shut up, bitch! Shut up,
Hey,
bitch!"
shut up,
Yeah.
bitch. Shut up.
Tell
You
her,
know,
tell her,
I
yeah,
mean-
you know it. Hey, everybody, you know JTH right here. This is him. We're really bad at
Welcome to
Yeah.
Oh man.
Also,
Okay,
you
I'm
got
just-
the true intro though, because that was probably the best intro I've had in a while.
I'm just.
Fucking cut
Listen,
it.
that's an idea. You hit the guy. He tells her the whole way home. He said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Like you saw that in The Way of the Gun.
No, I'm just thinking about it. You don't want to
Like
hit
that opening scene with like the girlfriend mouthing off and he punch it. Yeah, like
Is that that's a movie? That's not a movie.
This
I've never seen that.
sounds like misdirected anger to me. Just misdirected anger. You're not dealing with your problem.
Let's go play
I'm
hockey.
sorry. I just feel like in general, if you're gonna like, you have to have a reason if you're gonna hit somebody, and being yelled at by women isn't a reason to hit it.
Oh man.
Or like pushing or like anything. Like there's an entire concept of like force escalation.
You're 6'5". You ever seen how big you are? I don't want to get caught off guard by some broad that's maybe just a little bit bigger than me.
Yeah, but like he was 1.5 feet taller and like.
I'm not justifying what he
here.
should have punched her dad.
Yeah, like punch your dad. That's fine. Whatever. Like that's at least a fair fight. Like there's no situation in which you can punch an 11-year-old and feel morally justified.
Unless she just deserves it.
Unless you demonstrate perfect form on a left hook.
I mean, good
Like
God.
this fucking dude. No, watch his feet. Watch his feet. He even fucking shifts his feet and fucking gets into it. Like she came back with those hands up, and it was his mind took a fucking moment to do that, and it went
Knuckled
bah!
up.
Yeah, but like an 11-year-old girl wants to square up with you, your result should be okay. Let's finish this.
She had,
Man, it
maybe
so
he was
good.
in Nam, dude.
It's like you started, but I'll finish it.
Like maybe I'm just doomed to be like stabbed by an ambiguously ethnic roving pack of preteens, but like I just don't see it being like a fucking rational reaction to the situation.
Hey, you ever heard that Dr. Dre song where he said, "Didn't know he had a loaded 22," right? They got. I'm telling you, the younger ones, that's the ones that'll get you.
Okay,
Every time-
but then you hit one of them. If one of them does have a loaded 22, how are you going to get shot when you decide to punch one of them out?
Well, he didn't get shot because who he knows she may have had a 22.
Yep, she had the 22.
Okay, so
he didn't know he had the 22.
he gave her an ocular pat down, and then decided that she was the one who
Not her.
Oh, well,
Like,
no. It's because she was the most confident that she could take a grown man, and in my mind, an 11-year-old girl isn't gonna start shit with me because I'm not even a grown man. I'm like a semi-grown man. I'm like almost there,
3/4.
right? That's a bit liberal, Graham.
This is
we'll
this
go with
fucking
2/3.
keeper elf-looking motherfuckers out here saying punch
Yeah.
fucking preteens.
Right.
That's-
So this 11-year-old girl, she had the confidence to go after this man because he said, if I was 11 years old, the only reason I would fuck with a grown man is if I was strapped. right?
I don't think he has that kind of higher thought going on.
Nope. He definitely thought this. He definitely thought this because she was pushing on him, and he went, what the fuck? Your brain doesn't comprehend an 11-year-old pushing you if they don't have a gun, right? So I'm getting pushing. What the fuck is going? My brain's trying to. I'm trying to wrap my head around this 11-year-old getting aggressive on me. Like, am I not a grown man? Did some Freaky Friday shit come up with me? Am I like 16 again? Am I Zac Efron? What the fuck's going on? She comes up. I see her come up. I push her. I don't know where those hands went. She comes back. She might have a gun. Hit her with that left hook. Sleep her on the fucking ground.
Yep. He's had hand-to-hand combat training. You could tell. And he's thinking about the circle around him that's coming around him at the time.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
See, he's feeling himself getting enclosed in. No, he attacked.
Okay, motherfucker's gonna get stabbed, and they're gonna take his Jordashes off just to fuck with him afterwards, if that's really that bad of a situation.
Hey, if someone sticks a knife in your skin, it don't matter how old they are.
Yeah, nobody stuck a knife in his kid. They yelled at him.
Because he knocked her clear fucking block off.
Everybody yells at everybody. It's fine. That's just how people communicate. They scream at each other. Don't worry about it. Don't punch children.
Ah! Got her! Fuck, I just watched the video again. God damn.
Oh, put it on. Share it. Share it, please. Do.
Hold up. I'm gonna share it for the
Hey, guess what that little girl's never gonna do again?
She ain't gonna run up on a grown ass man again. I guarantee you, she learned a lesson that day.
Woo, talking back to the teachers. And she don't win, she don't break. Oh, fucking toy, man.
Oh man.
Like, so the next time my nephew's pissed off at me and he runs up like he's gonna hit me, I should just punch him square in the face then, right? Because I don't know if he has.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It only take once, dude. It only take once.
It only takes once to teach him not to fucking run up. Okay, first of all, you will also be kind. Your family, you'll temper that punch. You won't hit him as hard as you can, right? That'll save his ass from getting slept like this little girl at the mall, right? Because he's not running up on other grown men now.
Yeah,
or he learns that violence is the only solution to his problems, and who's the bigger, stronger person automatically wins.
Oh man, yeah,
pretty much.
I mean, that is the rules of the fucking world.
That's life, fella.
All right, let's share this. Okay,
Let's not mistake it. This girl wasn't just sitting there minding her own business.
No. Okay, let's let the viewers decide.
Does slump her though.
Jesus Christ.
There's no audio to it, right? So like he's surrounded by these children.
There's 40 of them.
All right, so here you go. He gets pushed by someone. Oh, okay. I think it's that same girl. He gets
lightly pushed, overreacts, almost throws her, and then she comes back in and he decides to punch her.
There's 40 of them.
Oh yeah.
What if she catches him and they all jump on him like ants? You ever seen ants take away a piece of bread?
Jesus Christ, they're 11-year-old girls.
He's the piece of bread.
Push.
Ah! Fuck!
He came back from that push, mind you.
Yo, look at that person filming saw that and he went, I'm done with this.
Jesus Christ, seriously, he's gonna get his ass beat in jail and I'm cool with it.
Look at the footwork. I want you guys to look at this footwork. Hold on, let me
point something out. She came back from the push.
Let's go.
He pushed her first.
You guys are on the same side as Dad.
Look at this footwork.
Got that feather in your cap.
Wow! Look at that! Look at that shift! Look at that rotation in the back foot.
Damn.
He knew how to throw a punch.
Oh, he certainly did.
The front foot rotates. The back foot rotates.
I'm not saying this is the right thing to do, but she came back from that push.
Okay,
pretty hard, and she came back.
If I had seen something like this happen down the street from me, I'd probably be like, "Good job, guy. Good job." Like, there are these kids that run around.
They think they fucking
people.
Own the world.
Yeah,
you people are scared of fucking children.
No. It's
because they're cocky as fuck.
You're scared of one kid it's a situation where you've got 40 aggressive kids that are all ridiculously amped up
on Flocka.
running around. Who knows what the fuck they're on? And they're
You
all
guys are on some fucking Death Wish shit. I'm just saying. Like,
Mountain Dew.
It happens in larger cities.
Have you ever been faced with a situation like this, Rick?
yeah.
No, you haven't. No, you have not.
I haven't been surrounded. I
you've
haven't been surrounded by
surrounded-
kids. I've been surrounded by fucking 8 or 9 like dudes.
And one of
it's-
them's like pushed you in the back.
Yeah.
You pushed one where their head went.
And you didn't
back.
escalate to violence.
No, because it's fucking useless. Best case scenario is I end up getting in fucking legal problems because I know.
Yeah.
If someone pushes you, that's a show of force. Boom.
You have a duty to fucking de-escalate. His life
By the
wasn't his
way,
immediate
he
danger.
actually, if you hear the audio on it, apparently he did tell them to like knock it off, and like they were sitting there calling his toddler retarded, and they were harassing them for a while before he actually did something.
Yeah.
And like
And he
that was
pushed her.
after she got she pushed him first, and then
I
he
know.
pushed her back. So
And she came back from it. That's
Yeah.
the key part right there. Is he pushed her very hard and she came back from it. The only
Man.
logical move was to escalate.
Well, that's all just
he gonna do,
punch
keep pushing
children
her?
that piss you off then.
What's
man.
he
Fuck
gonna do?
yeah,
Keep
let's
pushing her
do
over
it.
and over
God
and over
damn
again?
it. Now you're on the same page as
Guess
us,
what?
Rick.
That's
Let's
40 kids
start
that are never gonna
fighting
fuck with a guy
kids.
like that again.
You will never have an easier fight than the first time you fight a fucking child.
Seriously, dude. I can't.
Dude,
I
they
can't
don't
hear
even
that
they
video
don't
all
even
over
put
again.
their hands up. They don't even know how to fucking block. It's so stupid.
She was
Fighting
like a
kids
rubber
is
band.
fighting
I
kids
mean, you
is
don't have
the
to
easiest
necessarily
decision
punch
you'll ever
them,
make.
but tossing
he
her
gonna
to
do?
the ground would have been probably a better
He
idea.
did it.
Well,
He came
but he.
Yeah, that was
But the
my
thing is, he absolutely fucking leveled her. Like,
Yeah.
so you don't
What?
have to
You gotta put him into
necessarily
it.
punch her. He just fucking leveled her. He punched her right in the side of the goddamn head. Like,
What should
you
he do?
can kill somebody that way.
Yeah,
that was-
he
that was my
pushed her. He
agreement.
pushed her to the
Yes,
ground
everything.
with that
No, he
five-finger death punch.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
I mean, seriously, how long should he keep pushing her like that? Because he pushed her, she came back. He pushed
Until
her, she
the
came back.
supposed security
You
that
should call the fucking cops.
What I want to
Like,
know is why was this
don't have
undercover
to necessarily
off
check it.
duty police officer that had ended up arresting him? Why wasn't he trying to do
Why wasn't she
anything?
arrested?
Yeah,
About
why didn't he
The children before it
de-escalate?
escalated that far. It should
Yeah,
never
really.
that.
Good point. Good point. He
There
probably
you
didn't want to
go.
get hit by that guy.
Yeah, no, he was like I don't know which one of those children are carrying.
Yeah, yeah. He was afraid of the kids.
I just this
He said-
is like
he
some
said,
sort
"I'll
of
let-"
nightmare hellscape where everybody's fucking terrified.
He said I will let this guy find out which one of these children has a gun.
They're like the children of the corn. They all come out of nowhere and
Dude, I guarantee you
Attack
on the
criminals.
audio of this, they're screaming fornicator and interloper and adulterer. Like,
Y'all motherfuckers scared
I
of
think
children.
it's all the kids are all yelling about the toddler that this guy has. That's all they're doing.
There look like there's some hard R's dropped there. I think a few. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
By who?
By all of those kids. Those kids are the kids saying that word now.
Okay, but like it wasn't a racial slur because he's not black. It's not like they were bullying him
Are
for
you
being
telling? Hold on.
black.
One second. Excuse me. Who are you? You're telling me if I say that word, you're not going to tell me it's a racial slur?
It's if
Are you
you
giving me the okay?
if you say that word towards me, it's
What if I say it to you?
a racial slur. It's fucking stupid, but it's not a racial slur.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're like, that's a very. They use that word like we use dude. It's crazy. It's
Okay,
crazy.
and you're still mad that you can't use it like they use it.
I'm
so
pissed. I was a generation off. Pisses me off.
Jesus Christ.
So Cloud
That's a
King was
linger longer.
mentioning that the man has a child with him, and so he doesn't feel sorry for the girl. You know who I feel sorry for is the child, the small child that the kids
Why?
were
Call him.
originally doing the harassment for. The dude's son or daughter or whatever. I didn't actually
Yeah.
pay enough
Retarded.
attention.
He doesn't know. It's all right.
Like maybe I'm just sheltered, but like that they're in a public fucking space. It's not like you just don't have a duty to like finish a fight through magic fucking judo by punching out an 11-year-old. Like,
What do you want him to do?
Get out of the
Throw away on
situation.
carpet?
and there's fucking
Why would
40
these
of them.
kids raised to think that this behavior is even acceptable in the first place?
What are they? A pack of fucking jackals that were raised like any
They
other
are.
goddamn other kids.
Yeah, and I don't want
Then
those
why
kids.
are they acting like that?
circling
'Cause, I
me.
mean, No one
Because all kids are assholes.
I grew up in.
Right.
Not
They deserve to get punched in the face.
Every kid who isn't like a homeschooled, like single child is an asshole. That's just how it works.
Hold up. I'm just saying, she learned that day. She rolled up on this dude thinking that he was gonna thinking that this white dude was gonna react the same way as that kid with the rolly backpack in her school, right? I can see it. You could tell she's a bully in her fucking school.
Yep.
She rolled up thinking, oh, that kid with the rolly backpack always just runs away and cries. This grown-ass dude's gonna run away and cry. Boom, sidewalk nap.
Shouldn't ain't doing that no more.
I don't think she was gonna run away, like thinking that he was gonna run away and cry. But most of those kids do a lot of posturing and don't actually do anything in the long run. And then, or they posture until one of them finally get the courage to throw a fight. And the fight's like, when they throw their punch, they miss. They don't even like get close to the person.
Yeah.
And then they both sit there and they're both like trying to fight, like, and they're like off in a distance. Like it's like the worst choreographed fight ever. Kind of a thing, like watching an old movie where they're not
in a fight in high school or something.
What
happened? What happened to you? Tell us.
No, I live in New York and I see a lot of kids try to fight each other on the street all the time.
No, the trick is.
Doll?
The trick is, like I said, there's that posturing phase before any fight, right? There's that posturing phase before any fight. Immediate snap to violence. That's where you snap to violence. You don't posture.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
No, if it looks like it's gonna lead to violence, you have to.
They don't know. They don't know what the fuck's gonna. They don't know what's happening to them.
That's so true. The minute you got to decide, like the whole time you should be deciding whether or not you're going to get in a fight. Actually, not anything other than that. And then once you decide you're going to, you need to act immediately.
Okay, but just make sure you have some operator tactical Oakleys on assessing the threat while you're doing it.
Bro. Yeah.
Dude, Jesus fucking Christ, not everything has to end in fucking an 11-year-old.
What world are you living in? Rick?
He did this girl a favor, man. She's going to grow up. What if he didn't do that and she grows up doing that to somebody that's going to do something worse to her?
Right.
Well, then it's not on his fucking hands for knocking out an 11-year-old.
But it's on someone's hands, and we don't know them, so who gives a fuck, right? It's like somebody's going to do it, so who cares?
Boom, she's the next Trayvon Martin. She does this to some dude in Florida. She goes on vacation to Florida, picks on a dude at a gas station. He stands his ground. Boom.
Yep. Had he getting knocked out by this guy, that never.
This guy should be going school to school doing this shit. If he he should be a fucking hall monitor at the local school. He shouldn't have charges pressed against him. Be a hall monitor. He sees someone bullying another kid, walk right up to him and knock him the fuck out.
Life isn't that goddamn dangerous. It's really not until you start doing that.
When you're sitting there and thinking that your family is currently under threat, what are you gonna do? If your girlfriend was
has a retarded baby,
think that they're also 11.
It's a kid and they're attacking you, and it's a group.
Bro, have you seen how big 11-year-olds get these days, Jerry? Have you seen how big
retarded 11-year-old is?
I also live in a city.
Like, I don't mean to be misogynistic, but it's a pack of 11-year-old girls. Like,
he had a retarded
what's the worst
son.
that's gonna happen?
If like 20 11-year-old girls came and attacked you, they all surrounded you, just started kicking at you and punching at you. Yeah, an individual punch here or there probably not going to hurt, but eventually they can pin you down and they can.
Yeah,
they'll just keep kicking.
Cool, and I can take out my phone and then sue their. I have 20 families I get to sue. Like there is other things there where it's like that's to me.
If you can figure out who the heck they are, I mean, it's not like
I'm pretty sure it's not that hard to at least get some of them.
Because you know what? Hold on. You know what's
an 11-year-old kid. They're not going all the way around New York or anything like that. You know what I mean?
You know what's more reliable to teach those kids a lesson than a lawsuit?
They're still not.
You know what's more reliable?
Go
a
ahead.
fucking knuckle,
I'm all about
a fucking 6-foot knuckle Subway sandwich, putting them on the fucking 5:00 train to Snooze Town.
Hey, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. In general, and the only
to the people slashing faces of strangers for no reason.
That doesn't happen.
It does happen. It's been happening here.
Where are these roving fucking murder gangs of teenagers?
No, not murder.
About?
No,
you just watched one get knocked out.
There are people that go around in New York and randomly slash people in the face. It happens like every like once a month.
What about the knockout game?
It's ridiculous. Like there's like the knockout game.
The knockout game isn't real. It's something made up to scare people who watch Fox News.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but the slashing thing is.
I've punched plenty of old people playing the knockout game. It's real, all right.
Yeah, 70.
I literally have crippling anxiety, but I don't think every pack.
Hold on. You say the knockout game isn't real? How do you think I know that fighting children is easy?
Like you're also 6'5" and living in a town with 200 people. So I don't know if city life is really what you should be commenting on.
Just fucking urban hellscapes full of gangs out of a John Carpenter movie.
Have you not seen The Warriors? The fuck is wrong? I mean, Jesus Christ. Cyrus, come out and play it.
I'm not trying to like denigrate anybody's experience. It's just like I literally like none of that occurs to me. I've never had anything or heard of any actual instances of anything like that happening.
First of all, they have to get through.
The other thing is, you do have a point. It does happen, but it still happens to a very small percentage of people.
Don't let your baby drive in a car then, because I can guarantee that a fucking car crash is a whole lot more common than rows of teens.
Like, yeah, I've been accosted by I've been accosted by 16-year-olds or whatever. Like, shit like that does happen, but like, that's also because I lived in the fucking ghetto and took walks. Like, shit like that does happen. It is terrifying, but it is on a much smaller scale, I think, than a lot of people are scared.
Regardless if it happens everywhere or nowhere, it was happening there.
Yep, that's what matters.
They're in a fucking mall or some shit, man. Like,
you're not gonna go anyway.
That's the point.
For that man, it happens 100%.
Dude, that dude Control-Alt-Deleted her fucking worldview. She had this idea of the fucking world of how it was, and he said, "Not today, sweetie."
I'm just saying, if you see the world as nothing but one big threat, it tends to be a self-fucking-fulfilling prophecy. Like, they're talking about stand your ground laws and shit in the chat, and it's like, yeah, I mean, if you automatically assume everybody's going to be a threat, then you tend to find a lot of threats.
But you don't have to assume that everyone's going to be a threat, but the people that are clearly trying to be a threat and posturing like that, then maybe you should probably consider them at least somewhat of a threat, especially when you have a toddler right there. And who knows? This girl's coming after him. What if she decided to go and mess with the kid? It's a toddler. She didn't care about who she was standing up to or who she was attacking. So clearly,
and he wasn't assuming anything.
He wants to protect his family, and he's going to protect himself too. And there's a group of kids. If he doesn't,
he was at the mall with his family.
Going to stand up for himself. These other kids might have all attacked too.
Then everybody should stick a handgun underneath their pillow and just be on the lookout for shit that doesn't happen. Like,
he didn't know. He didn't. He punched her. He didn't shoot her. See the difference? He took appropriate action. He
used non-lethal force.
Non-lethal force taught her a lesson real good.
Hitting an 11-year-old girl in the side of the head at full force isn't necessarily non-lethal.
What about kids that get tried?
Hey, hold on. You don't know if he hit her hard and she just has a glass chin.
Right? She's an 11-year-old girl. Of course she has a glass chin.
All right, see, so he slept her, and she
have to pay for braces.
Yeah, mom's gonna have to pay for a lot more than fucking braces. She's gonna need a whole new fucking jaw and lots of liquid fucking food.
I just like, instead of being like something that like, okay, this is shitty and it happened, like the fact that you'd be like, yeah, fucking punch that girl.
No, man, no one's happy about it.
Except for Colt. That's literally Colt's argument, is that it's fucking awesome.
Colt's pretty fucking happy about it, don't lie.
Yeah, I'm happy I finally have content for this fucking show.
Yeah, right? This is the best fucking 10 minutes we've
Colt's been giddy all fucking day. Don't kid
No, and I'm glad that I'm the one that came down on the side of just rolling over and letting the fucking multi-ethnic hordes like take your baby away and sell it.
Yeah, I could have gone either way.
I mean, at the same time, like whenever I was in that situation, I also just fucking.
You were never in this situation. Knock it off.
Dude, no,
totally different.
Well, no, they were 16, but like, yeah, no, I've been surrounded by a group of other ethnicities trying to beat me up. Yeah, I have, Graham.
Were they girls?
No, they were guys.
I've actually had a group of girls try to rob me once.
Lot harder
like,
to fight.
the shit
They were
like that
all
does
below
happen.
5 foot.
Yeah, no,
it does. Standing on a hill, and then I was like, okay, you know what? No.
But at the same time, I fucking
top of the hill, and they were like, oh shit, she's like way taller than this. And
yeah.
You drop and roll down the hill.
No, I was still way fucking bigger than all of them, but it's still. I'm fucking.
No, it doesn't matter.
Because if I do anything, this is going to be a hate crime on the TV.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to jump you, and it's a hate crime.
If I had attacked the girls, I probably would have assumed it was a hate crime or something too. Because
well, it's also I was one of 3 white people living in a very not white area.
Because I'm like, where are you gonna? You know what I mean?
No, it would have been just considered a hate crime no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm not like no, I'm just leaving.
Oh, this is gonna go weird. One time, it's not me doing it. Thank God.
Hey, I say 9 times out of 10, that little girl gets punched.
Yep. One time he hits her dad, just for good measure. That's it. Where was her dad? See the point?
Oh, wow, Graham.
Nowhere to be found.
Don't be bringing that shit up.
Let's not.
Oh, I didn't mean. No.
God damn it, Graham. You always take it there.
See what you just did? See what you just did?
You did it!
No, but I was
You
talking
did
about
it!
she wasn't supervised. She wasn't supervised, and that's why she was acting like that. It had nothing to do with the fact that, most of the time.
Oh my God, no, Graham!
No supervision leads to acts like that. What are you talking about? I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
You know damn good and well what we're talking about, Graham.
I have no idea what you're talking about. None. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Because they don't stick around stuff.
You can play dumb all you want, Graham.
I meant no supervision. Like that little girl didn't have no supervision. That's what I meant. Other right.
Graham, just
got this.
No. You make it worse by trying to.
Graham's got the shovel out. It's time to start digging.
It's not. You're gonna make me out to be David Duke by the end of this fucking thing.
No, we're trying to tell you to stop, and you just keep.
I'm saying the little girl didn't have supervision, and that's why she got hit.
No, you said her dad is nowhere to be found.
No, I said he gets hit one time he hit her dad for good measure, but he's not there because she has no supervision. That's why she gets hit 9 times. See what I'm saying? Whatever.
Okay, no, you're
not gonna make it right.
Just stop. We got. Wait, it was clear. We got it. This is why we're saying you just keep digging. Like, yeah, no, your point makes sense.
It's ridiculous.
No, your point makes sense. So just say it and stop. The fact that you keep going and going and going is what kills it.
All right. It had nothing to do with that, though.
This from the guy who thinks The Warriors was a documentary.
It was. I liked it in the 70s when they wore uniforms.
Yeah, no, Jesus, like, if that was what street gangs were, like the baseball furies, man, that'd be baller.
Oh, Cyrus. He's like leading, he's got his arms up. Those fucking give me shelter jackets.
I was thinking more about the old, like, super racist Assault on Precinct 13.
What? I don't remember that being racist. I was living with my parents at the time, though, so
I was in Ohio. It didn't count. Yeah. Like my least favorite John Carpenter movie.
Ohio?
It's sketchy.
So, want to talk about hot dudes?
All right, what's up with hot dudes?
I'm into hot dudes.
Are you into hot dudes named Cohen?
Yeah, I'm always into hot
different kind of hot dudes.
Yeah, shoot, man. What's going on?
No, Concrete showed us this earlier of my Women for Cohen, which apparently is a Twitter account that Michael Cohen took and paid for to just tweet about how fucking hot Michael Cohen is.
Yeah, like you assume that somebody's doing that as like a super obvious sock puppet thing. Like it's too obvious to be a sock puppet thing. And it turns out, no, that's exactly what happened.
Say Cohen again one time.
Cohen.
Okay. Just making sure. He said Cohen.
Oh.
I know that was like my favorite.
Say it weird. You weren't mishearing. He said
it was weird, right?
Yeah.
That's probably.
Okay. All right.
Like that was definitely my favorite That was my favorite part of the never-ending hellscape that is the news. As that came out, like that's legitimately fucking funny.
Yeah, no, like he made an entire woman for Cohen. I said it Cohen again, or Cohen.
Like the president's like apparently a Russian asset, and like no, but like this part we can feel good about. Trump trying to rig fucking online polls and still losing, and like women for Cohen. Like that part is actually a good fucking laugh line.
Women who love and support Michael Cohen, strong, pitbull, sex symbol, no nonsense, business oriented, and ready to make a difference.
And like the best part is like Michael Cohen himself is like fucking who's the lawyer from Arrested Development? the one that the Fonz plays. It's basically that, but 15 years younger.
I'm still just so happy he made this.
I know, it's great, right? Like it just like concentrates all my beat off fantasies about Michael Cohen. So it's funny, like everybody's always looking for like anybody to have like this sterling reputation and stuff, but like turns out the people that like the whistleblowers and shit, like a lot of them are just fucking filthy weirdos, and I'm glad that we're carrying on in that tradition. He's just like John Dean. He was a filthy fucking weirdo, got in over his head and decided to sell everybody else out. That's awesome.
What the fuck is... Oh, for presidential elect. Okay.
I just like, it's the sad puppy dog moment where Michael Cohen realizes that Donald Trump isn't going to take him to the White House that somehow ends up being the downfall of Donald Trump, which is fantastic.
Don't you?
Yeah, no, that's like this entire that's like this entire Twitter account too. Just like it's so great to see you going to the White House with great men in the White House and shit like that. It's kind of funny.
Happy you are. The country's doing bad.
I'm not, but like this is fun.
Yeah, like we should just take this for what it is, which is amazing.
No, this is a guy literally just paid for an own Twitter account to say that he's fucking sexy.
What would you do your money with? What would you do with your money?
Probably wouldn't give a shit if people thought I was sexy.
It's sad.
I mean, you have the benefit of being a natural sex symbol, so you've never had to worry about these things.
It's tough though, dude. It's a curse.
I'll appreciate that.
It's a fucking curse.
Who
are you talking to?
I would just go more direct and be out on the street corner with $10 bills, and I'd ask women to say that I was pretty. I'd just give them $10 when they said yes, you're gorgeous.
Well, dude,
I like how he only took 50,000 out.
Yeah, no, like, but it's also sad. It's like he still only has 1,500 followers. Like this was not successful at all.
Well, like the fucking poll rigging wasn't successful either. It was like some like horse shit on CNBC about who's the best business boy, and like Donald Trump was all pissed off that he lost even after he paid like $12,000 in a blue Walmart bag.
Yeah, what's $12,000 to this guy? I mean, think about how.
At the same time, though, dude, you just paid $50,000 for a return of only 1,500 people thinking you're attractive. Like, how would that actually make you feel?
No, like the story gets even the story gets even better because it was supposed to be 50,000, and apparently the best they could come up with was $12,000 to $13,000 in a blue Walmart bag and one of Vitor Belfort's old boxing gloves, and like that was supposed to be the full payment. Like,
and it wasn't. They weren't even real boxing gloves. They weren't even the guy's boxing gloves they said they were, right?
Yeah, something like
he
that.
Like made it up. He's like, "This is Larry Federer's boxing gloves." He lied about who he was. Oh, this is the greatest thing of all time. It just shows you what a weird fucking. That's the kind of guys that make money, though. You know what I mean? That's what it takes to be that kind of rich. You have to care about like.
Just a fucking brain disease.
Bro, if I have $100 in my pocket, I don't care about the first 70 of it. You know what I mean? These guys, they give a shit. They give a shit about every dollar and every penny, and that's why they get rich.
Because they skiff the guys that they pay to rig the Drudge Report polls.
But just think about the idea of him going to get 50 and giving him 13 and then giving him 12. And like, what are they doing? This is a national fucking election. What are they talking about? He spent like $100 billion on this goddamn thing. He's giving away 12,000. I don't get it. It's like Steve Jobs when he turned down the. Hear about this? He turns down the salary. He takes $1 a year, but then he gets caught rigging the stock prices.
Yeah.
Like, these rich guys are weird.
Yeah, Steve Jobs was a fucking piece of garbage.
Well, yeah, but like, why take the like he said he was going to be interim CEO, which was I CEO, which is where that I bullshit came from. But then he takes no money and then he rigs the stock to make it look like they're worth way more than they were. It doesn't make any sense. But they're weirdos like that. The rich
No,
people
it makes sense
crazy.
because he probably didn't take $1 in his bank account. He probably took stock options.
Yeah, no, but he didn't know. That's the whole. He didn't know. That's the whole thing. That's what they were like. What's wrong with this guy?
Oh, he definitely took stock options.
Well, he had stock options, but he wasn't. What he was rigging was to give. He was trying to take back from one person or something that got. What's the story, Jerry? I know you know the story. Didn't somebody get like extra stock that he didn't want to get extra stock or something when the company went public, something like that. And he went in and he manipulated it to make it look like the guy wasn't working there. I don't know, some bullshit, some crazy shit. I don't know. Is Sin in the fucking audience? She knows. I'm sure.
Sorry,
well,
I was still on. I honestly was still trying to go through his followers because seriously, it's like a 50-1 sausage fest.
It's so weird.
People following women for Cohen, the sexy man.
Is it all people with those weird like red X's?
No,
Yeah.
it's like literally just a whole bunch of weird people, but like
Russians.
seriously, it's a 50-1 male to female ratio following the fucking Cohen is a fucking sexy man.
Fucking Patriot
He is, though.
American 1776, which is a Russian troll account.
He is though. That guy. He didn't
I
even.
mean,
do that.
he's not even that terribly looking. It's just like it's so funny that it's
His self-esteem is hurt. I'm sure.
yeah, exactly. It's like you paid money to be like, and this is oof.
Ooh, can you imagine? Hey, are we gonna introduce JTH reviews?
We should because we
Probably.
tried at the beginning and then it got really derailed.
Well, there it is. What's up, man?
There you have it.
Somebody put on some sort of fucking sound effect here. We're dying.
Oh, I don't even know.
Oh, he knows what it's all about here. He knows what we're doing here.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, but we got Lord Neckbeard. He follows Mike Cohen's hot.
I just gotta slide along, just jab in where you can. That's it.
Yeah.
I guess.
He's got that really important neckbeard vote just locked down.
Oh
Who?
man.
He's gonna win. Trump's gonna win again. I promise you. Mark my words. I promise you he gets a second term. Guaranteed.
Dude, but it
You know
won't
I'm
be the
right.
same if we don't have like Cohen making.
He's gonna have a whole new cast of characters. He had season 2 of The Apprentice, my man.
Well, you can't
Trust me.
impeach someone who isn't president, so
He's gonna
He's
get
gotta win.
elected. Yeah.
How?
He's thinking second leg. I'm telling you. The middle of the country is in love with him. I'm seeing a whole different fucking thing than you're seeing, brother.
No,
I'll tell
the
you what,
middle of the country isn't in love with
Bro,
him.
I'm telling you right now, I'm watching other stuff than you're watching, and it's the complete opposite of what you're saying. And I'm not saying I support it either way. I'm not making an opinion here. I'm just saying that as deep as in his opinion that he's a piece of shit that you are, the other side doesn't think that at all.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah, no,
guys,
they
At all.
did you guys
there's-
know that the
he's
dog
delicious
from
base.
the dog from Bush's Baked Beans commercials died?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
yeah, rip Duke.
Dude,
That
Duke
sucks.
died.
Okay, Graham, I think my big thing is like, obviously, I just have this like myopic view of life, and that's fine or whatever. But like at a certain point, you got to look at shit like national polling data, and
Yeah,
based
he's
on
winning. He's winning. He's winning.
no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's
Yes,
not.
he is. I'm telling you, when they do those wide open polls, he's winning. He's winning. I mean, he's not winning, but he's saying against likely candidates, against his. You know what I mean? They do weird shit like that where they use wordplay.
Last time I saw a poll, he loses head-to-head matchups with like 5 of the top 20 Democratic contenders.
And how are they taking those polls?
I'd be fine with him losing to Republican. Like seriously, let's get it.
Well, yeah, there's that too. They're throwing that there. They're saying that there might be a third part or third candidate, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. But no, dude,
I mean-
it's not as easy as you think it's going to be. At all.
No, never is
'Cause I'm telling you, these people are hard fucking
I
core.
don't
Like
think
these
you
supporters.
easy.
You
I
know,
also
Nick,
think it's funny that
One
the
second,
government-
my wife is calling for me.
the people that are against Trump are very, 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 very against him. And the people that are for him are for him. Like hardcore for him just as much as the people that are against him are against him. And I just don't think it's going to be a laydown at all. At all. Especially when he starts campaigning. Starts doing all that fucking fuckery with the Facebook and shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That doesn't bear at all with any of the actual national polling data.
I'm telling you, bro. Look at what look at it deep, like overall. And they say, how can you believe in any of these polls anyway?
Okay, Graham. The entire thing about the polls not being accurate, the polls were accurate last time. It was within the margin of error for the forecasted margin of error. Like, polling isn't an algebra equation. It has a margin of error, and the results were still within the margin of error.
Right, but they're also probably taking into consideration the silent minority or majority now, like that they weren't before. Their numbers are all fucked up. This last election fucked them all up. You know,
so nothing matters anymore, and it's because there's like 4 corn-fed assholes who are super into Trump.
It's not 4, dude. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm telling you, it's a big, big, big portion of the country. Just as many that don't like him.
Okay, Indies.
I don't know. I don't know.
The polls didn't predict a landslide for Hillary. It was the outcome of the election.
They did, though. She was jumping up and down with Bill the day before. She was jumping up and down with him, and Bill was clapping his hands like a schoolboy. They predicted she was going to blow him out.
It was in the margin of error.
I don't know.
The only thing that pushed the election over to Donald Trump was statistically very small, like fucking numbers in like 3 states.
I don't know. I think that there was no way.
Like the popular vote was dead on.
There was no way they thought he was going to win. No way. No way. They were predicting that he didn't have a chance at all. Every one of those pundits, the day of the election, was saying that he didn't have a chance at all. The only one that was saying he would win was Ann Coulter.
It's just gotten to the point. Hey, you know what? If more people, well, first of all, more people aren't going to want Donald Trump elected because the Electoral College is bullshit. Right. Secondly, if he wins again, more power to all of you fucking loons.
It's not even that, dude. I'm not saying I want him to win or I don't want him to win, because I don't know. It doesn't even matter what my opinion is, because I probably don't. I don't know. More side that I don't. But I'm not going to bury my head in the sand and say what is happening isn't happening. I mean, there's people that are way into him. You know what I'm saying? It's not like everyone thinks the way that you think or the way that I think or whatever. There's a huge portion of the country that's into him and thinks he's doing a good job. And I hear on a regular basis that he's getting more done than any other president ever has, and blah. The complete opposite of what you're hearing.
Where the fuck are you hearing that?
I'm telling you, just listen to the other side. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying there's 2 sides to it, and they're just as passionate, both sides. What do you say, Jay? Right?
Yeah, Josh, there's definitely a reason the Electoral College is written in the Constitution. It was to preserve slavery. So have fun with that one.
We're getting slaves? What do you mean?
Yeah, no, the entire Electoral College was basically built to prop up slave states because they didn't have the numbers, and they wanted to actually make sure that they couldn't federally outlaw slavery based on a vote.
Yeah, they were fucked up. Yeah, that was fucked up. But I mean, listen, they want to change it, they should change it. They got to change it before the election, though. You can't have it one way to go in and your guy loses, and all of a sudden you want to re-enlist it's got to stop. I'm just saying, I don't know. I think it's the way they're going to lose is by being overconfident that everyone's feeling the way they are. Either side.
Okay, you know what? If even 48% of the electorate in 2020 is the same kind of bloodthirsty howling jackals that would support fucking Donald Trump for a 2020 term, you motherfuckers deserve to have your fucking country.
See, this is a problem.
What?
I'm not saying you're saying you guys. Like, I'm not saying either way. I'm just saying if the one side wants to win, they better pay attention to the other side a little bit closer than they are, because everybody's in their own fucking bubble, and it's just not going to help them. And whoever happens to be more popular that day is going to win, because the other ones are just not paying attention at all.
Yeah.
Dude, who benefits from food stamps though? Like, that's the entire thing.
Right?
Like, the red states are the ones that benefit more from fucking federal programs. So like,
but that's what
these people aren't like fucking with these Democratic strongholds. They're hurting everybody and disproportionately affecting the kind of states that vote for Donald Trump.
Well, I know you are, but what am I? I don't know what the fuck you just said, but. All right. Are you talking to chat?
I'm talking to everything at this point. I'm just so tired of these goddamn arguments.
Listen, man, there's no argument here. I'm saying this is what I'm clearly saying. both sides better pay attention to the other side and stop thinking that everybody's thinking the way that they are, or that one side is going to lose. That's just happens to be less popular that day because it's close and everyone's acting like that everybody in the world is thinking the way they are. I'm just saying that somehow strategic politics went out the window. And they're just doing this blame game, and it's all fuck this and fuck Trump, and it's just stupid. It's stupid.
Probably the smartest thing Grab's ever said on the show.
Okay, but what is that?
That Grand Canyon thing he said.
Yeah, that Grand Canyon.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like at this point, what do you do besides just like scream into the darkness?
I know, and that's what everyone's doing.
Like, there was another fucking report today that apparently they were incarcerating fucking children in like 2017 that nobody had actually found out about. Like, what do you do in the face of that, man? You just got to fucking double down and actually hope at some point that somebody will get their shit together, because this is not cool and this is not okay. Everybody can get on the fucking both sides bandwagon all they fucking want, but the thing is, it's a two-party system for right now, and I'm voting for the people that are slightly less evil.
You know what happens when people underestimate the other side? They get knocked the fuck out like that 11-year-old girl.
Oh! Sleep them! Ah! Oh my god.
Watch that again.
I didn't say we did.
I got these new headphones.
Dude, anytime I get upset about the State of the Union, I can just imagine. I just watch that video. I'm just going to watch that video.
They disinvited him to the chambers or whatever for the State of the Union. Did you hear that?
No.
Nancy Pelosi said that it wouldn't be safe for him to come to the wherever he gives the State of the Union.
For who?
I don't know. She's pulling some move. Look it up. She's pulling something about it not being safe because of the government shutdown.
For who?
Nancy Pelosi is saying
it's not safe for him. You're saying it's not safe for him.
The president.
Trump.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to say what he's trying to say. Nancy Pelosi recently said that Trump shouldn't give the State of the Union while it's under a shutdown because it wouldn't be safe. And then in retaliation, Trump said she couldn't take military planes to go do a visit to Iraq.
So it was It was Belgium, Afghanistan, and Cairo.
Yeah, and the Belgium stop was just for pilot rest. So it's all literal just bullshit politicking.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like, oh, you did this, so I'll do this.
Exactly. I hate that.
But I do get what she is saying, because it is kind of I get the idea of not having a State of the Union while the government's shut down, because like you should probably have the government running to give a State of the Union. That does kind of make sense to me, but at the same time, a lot of it is just stupid politics.
Well, then she can't use the airplanes because they shouldn't be running. And he controls them. He's taking his planes and going home.
Yeah, that's about the extent of the fucking logic there.
He's a true asshole, this guy. He really is. He really is. I can't defend it anymore. He's the kind of guy who looks at the sky and looks at the sun during an eclipse. Why the whole country's watching him.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't know.
No.
I don't know what kind of job he's doing.
He's the motherfucker looking at his phone when the full eclipse starts. I'm like, oh.
It's total douchebag.
I wonder what Twitter's
You've seen
doing.
that picture, right? The ellipse head, he's looking up at everyone else is looking through those. They got cardboard boxes strapped to their face, and he's got his he's looking up there with his eyes wide open. I don't know. I don't know how he's doing. Whatever, president, good, bad, but his personality is fucking horrendous. It always has been. But whatever.
Man.
Where you from, brother? Where you from? You, yeah.
Guess we're not talking, I guess.
We're tight. These guys.
We're out of content, so I guess we'll acknowledge the guest.
You're out of content. It's okay.
We're out of content. It's all on you now.
Oh well, awesome. I am from Kentucky.
Holy fuck!
Northern part around Lexington.
Okay.
He knows where it is. It's Romanson, somewhere around there, right?
No, Manson's from Russell Springs. I don't know where the fuck Russell Springs is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know places in Kentucky. Kentucky's just that place that I have to drive through to go home to Ohio.
Oh, you go through Kentucky?
Okay,
Dude,
sometimes. Most of the time, I swing up around through the Virginias and then into Pennsylvania and take 77 home.
Virginia
77, 88.
Just take 75, get it over with.
So they're like brother and sister highways. Married.
Yo, did you know the MD in MD 2020 doesn't mean Mad Dog?
Mad Dog. No, it means like Morton Dorsus or some bullshit like that, right?
Mogen David. What the fuck?
Something stupid, right?
Yo,
it's not even Mad Dog. It's never been called Mad Dog, ever.
Dude, it's always been... First of all, it's always been called Mad Dog.
But it's never been legitimately named Mad Dog.
No, it's never been legitimately made.
Sure?
I guess...
Maybe the MD's from Mandela.
No. I don't think the MD 2020 has ever been like officially Mad Dog. I think there's a Mad Dog 2020.
I don't know. I think there's a Mad Dog. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure someone capitalized on the Mad Dog thing.
Maybe. Look it up. I think it's Mandela effect.
Yeah, no, if you just look at Mad Dog, it just takes you to MD 2020.
Really?
That is literally the first Google research.
Why would everybody in the world, coast to coast, everyone calls it Mad Dog? Why would that be?
Because
it's been called Mad Dog.
Mogen David sounds like a bitch drink. I'm getting some Mogen David 2020.
You think of one fucking person?
Hey, what are you?
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
what are you drinking out of that brown paper bag? Some Mogen David 2020.
Somebody should have said it.
It's a 1998 vintage.
Christian Brothers. People say that. Earl and Jay or whatever fucking his name is.
Oh man, did you guys see that Gillette ad?
I heard it's such a stupid joke. Go ahead and go on.
No, for real, like the one that everyone's pissy about.
I don't even know who's still getting pissed off about these things. So much of it is just like this weird echo chamber of the same four people, like pretending that corporations can be woke, and the same four people getting pissed off at anything that isn't validating their entire existence.
No, I used to wonder what bothered you, like why you were so down on the earth, on the world.
Being sober.
I know it now. Like fucking, who cares, dude? Like a lot of this shit doesn't matter, dude.
Well, I just. I don't really have that much problem with the message in a vacuum, but B, the entire idea that a corporation should be the moral compass for anything is ridiculous.
The thing is, hold on. Did the Me Too movement reach out to men? Did it affect men? Did it impact men? Not men like you, Rick, where you actually consider shit, but the manly men. Did they give a fuck about the Me Too movement?
No,
did
your
dads give a fuck about the Me Too movement? Except it does when it comes to the Me Too movement is a big thing as it pertains to men. I know that men aren't the only perpetrators of sexual assault and sexual harassment, but it
all the time.
It is a lot more rampant that it happens with us.
You just want to be appreciated,
right? Where it's not so much. We aren't so much the only ones making those advancements, but we're the ones making those unwanted advancements.
Right.
Right.
And if they fucking reciprocate.
And that's why I think that Gillette taking this stance and doing this ad is a good thing, because it's targeted at men. The Me Too movement wasn't targeted at men, and in order to change the culture, you've got to target the part of the culture that needs to change.
What is it? What are they saying?
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I thought you were framing that in a completely different way. You were talking about how much of it was about men.
No. Yeah. It's in the Discord. It's literally the Gillette ad in the Discord.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I didn't know that was your. All right,
here we go. I guess I'll play it for the viewers who haven't seen it.
That's why I was doing it.
All right, so this is the ad, and then we'll scroll down to the comments. Let me go ahead and turn on display capture. Oh, let me turn off display capture real quick. Turn on the share for you good people.
Remind me display capture.
So that we can watch.
We're gonna get copyright striked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we definitely are. We definitely
way,
are.
Mad Dog, okay, MD 2020 also has a sub-alternate logo that is a pit bull.
Okay, that's probably where it is.
Yep.
But does it say Mad Dog?
No,
It
but
does
it's
not
a
say
pit
Mad
bull,
Dog, but it's a
and
picture
people
of
probably thought Mad Dog. Okay,
Right.
let's keep going. Restarting.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
My favorite part of these is always
It's
they'll
been
have the
going on
company
far
that comes
too
back
long.
out and says, "Nope, we are the razor for shitheads. All you shitheads
We
should
can't
buy
laugh it
us."
off.
Who's the daddy?
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie. Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool. Not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, men, we're acting like we gonna shake it.
and small.
I am strong.
But some is not enough.
It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
All right, so that's the ad. Oh, wait, I forgot to share the comments with you guys, too. The main screen.
I don't know about the comments.
Oh, let's go to the comments. All right, so first of all, it's got twice as many dislikes. And it's thanks for the moral advice multinational company that was recently caught profiting off forced child labor and price fixing.
I mean, we really do live in a society, right?
Yeah, but like.
No, I mean, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, and also, but does Gillette really like have any sort of say in that? Like, the fact that their parent company is doing shiesty shit, like that shouldn't affect the message at all. Or invalidate the message. I don't know.
Rico.
It's like the ultimate. It's a problem with criticizing anything, I guess, like capitalism in general. Is like, as a participant in that, like, you're, I guess, automatically coming from an inauthentic place because you're not wearing a burlap sack and fucking eating turnips out of the ground, you know?
Yeah.
It's literally the RICO Act on a corporation. Any involvement is just as guilty as the other involvement.
Yeah. It's so upsetting that people are reacting this way in 2019. Like, I figured we were like past a lot of this shit.
Well, and it's the other thing too, like, if people are all like, oh, a corporation can't tell me what to do, like, you're absolutely taking the bait of like 3 fresh-faced young ad executives to bring this back up in the conversation, you know?
Yeah.
By like engaging even negatively with these kind of ads, you want to get all pissed off about it, then don't buy their fucking razors, man. They made the decision on a corporate level that they want to appeal to people who aren't going to be reactionary about a fucking ad.
First of all,
That's
they're a corporation, so the point of this ad was to make money. regardless of the message, it was to make money.
Or reaction.
But it is.
Or
But it,
clout.
I believe it is
Which
a
ultimately
great.
makes money.
It is a great message, right?
Yeah.
But they achieved that so much more. I don't know if they expected the backlash, but they got so much publicity being played on news, being played on fucking podcasts, on talk shows, shit like that, where people are talking about it.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard someone talk about fucking Gillette razors?
When they added the 8th blade for maximum taint.
I was going to say every Sunday when I have to hear that the Patriots are still in the fucking NFL for some reason. Gillette Stadium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they're in the NFL because they're the best team that's ever been.
Yeah, and it's great and all, but like
I'm not a Patriots fan, but let's be real.
Yeah, but at the same time, every fall it's like, oh yeah, playoffs are on. Oh, and welcome to Gillette Stadium.
Let's be real. Numbers speak for themselves. They're the best team that's ever been in the NFL. Like, I'm not going to deprive them of that just because I think they're a shit fucking...
Can I get a fix? Imagine if you're a sexist, rapist, piece of
shit. Graham.
And
yeah, Graham?
Like,
sorry, I thought I was muted.
Nope.
Wearing those influences right on your sleeve there, aren't you?
That was like,
he Googled how not to be racist.
And again with Joe Rogan.
I watched Joe Rogan react to this Gillette commercial, that's all.
Rogan is my favorite credulous idiot. It's great. I love it. Like, I'm not saying it did happen, but what if DMT made aliens come down from space?
You know why he thinks that? It's because fucking Ancient Aliens did an entire episode on it.
You know what? Graham gave a great fucking statement about this, and there's two things in the world that you're not fucking ready for: DMT and the Grand Canyon. All right, so we can talk shit about Joe Rogan's DMT fascination, but I don't think we're ready for it.
I know you're not ready for it.
I know I'm not ready for it. Because I don't think I'm ready. I know I'm not ready for the Grand Canyon, and that's a fucking hole in dirt. All right.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like you're like, when you see that, you're like, whoa, this is so much different than I thought it was gonna be. It's definitely something.
I really kind of have to listen to that episode though, because I ended up somehow getting sucked into watching that stupid Ancient Aliens episode, and I'm like really fascinated that there is an entire group of people who are convinced that DMT actually like telepathically lets you communicate.
It is.
Dude, how do we know it doesn't though, man?
I know. Explain what reality.
That's the worst question.
Explain it doesn't. You can't.
Bro.
Explain
yeah, like
it
that's the worst question in the fucking English language is, well, how do we know it doesn't? Like that's not
in reality.
DMT is literally in all of us. It is in your brain.
Say out loud what really is happening that we think is really happening. We're flying on a fucking rolling rock in the middle of nothing.
Yes. Arguing
that somehow
it sounds no weird. Tubes. It's
and somehow we have to invent shit to make that even fucking weirder.
It doesn't sound any weirder than DMT to me. DMT.
That's fair.
Mechanical elves. What are you talking about?
But it just
Look at the mechanical elves. Everyone sees the same elves. Tell me you're not going somewhere. Everyone sees them.
Well, yeah, because it's literally in your brain. It's what happens when you die. Yes, it is.
No, but you don't.
It's literally a chemical in your brain.
I know. It's released when you.
So it doesn't.
I know, but what I'm
saying.
That's
why I'm saying.
Hold on.
What are the two times you float in and out of consciousness?
Hold on. Is
what
there
are
a
the two
drug
times
out
you
there?
float in and out of your body?
Is there a drug out there that gives me the like that releases the
aliens.
chemical that my brain releases when I come? Because like, no, like the same amount. Just maybe it's quick too. Maybe
yes,
maybe
it's called
like 1 second.
No. Yeah. I mean as quick. Yeah. No, it shows up and disappears just as quick.
Like 1 second.
That way I don't have to like jerk off anymore. I can save my energy.
You're talking $1 billion ideas.
Do other things. Like
it's a dopamine flood, right?
Yeah.
It's like a jack off in a bottle.
Yeah, like if you're looking for a good dopamine flood, man, I got all sorts of information on opiates to give you.
Gamma.
What are opiates? They sound fun.
They really are until they aren't. I highly recommend
them. A goddamn trailer at 53 years old. I've heard. Waiting for aliens. There better be aliens. What you're talking about? Listen, how do you not explain that? How do you explain it though that everyone has the same trip? Everyone sees the same fractals. Everyone talks to the same fucking mechanical elves.
I think genuinely. I think that is actually just what like we as humans have evolved to see when we die.
Yeah, but like I had no preconceived notions when I went into it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't hear anybody ever talk about it before.
But if I think it could be something that is literally just hardwired into us as humans. Like that.
You think the mechanical elves are that tell us the secrets of the universe?
Yeah.
I don't know. What if so? What is that? What is that then?
It's supposed to be released when you fucking die, so you're euphoric, so you don't realize, holy shit, I'm dying.
Yeah, so you don't freak out. That little Dicky song, you hear that little Dicky song where he talks about getting older, and he goes, "I'm 74 now." And he goes, "I'm probably gonna die soon. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hell scared." That shit is so fucking. I listen to that shit 3 times a day.
Yeah. Well, I Want to Freak by Lil Dicky.
Yeah, I Want to Freak. Yeah, I Want to Freak. That shit is so fucking funny, dude. It's just that one line that's funny.
You can describe any Lil Dicky song to me, and I will know the fucking lyrics to it.
Are you like Lil Dicky?
That does not surprise me at all.
He cracks me up, dude.
Dude, I'm a huge fan of Lil Dicky. I love LD.
I finally get what he's doing. Yeah, that's great.
Oh man.
That when he said he's scared, he stares out the window. He's scared. He ain't gonna lie. He thinks about it all day.
Okay.
And a mad dog, right?
But like Lil Dicky was the same one who recorded a song with Chris Brown, which was an excuse for him to drop the N-bomb over and over again.
Yeah, but that was like
no, he didn't.
Music video. That music video was awesome.
He didn't drop the N-bomb.
No, he didn't.
Chris Brown did.
Chris Brown did over and over again. Like the conceit was, oh, I can finally say this word, which is apparently every white guy's fantasy.
Yes.
You enjoy anything?
I really do.
Okay, do you know how much money I would make from rap? Do you know how much money I would make from rap if I was black and I could just rhyme the N-word with N-word? Like Drake? If I could do some Drake level rhymes.
Here, I know what we need to do
have
right
to be able to do Drake level rhymes.
Okay. Look up a song called Tatiana by Blueface and tell me what he says at 1 minute and 20 seconds in.
Dude, I'm not going to listen to this shitty rapper you've been trying
you don't want to listen to it. Just go to 1 minute and 18 seconds in and tell me.
4 years.
I need to know what he says here.
How many face tattoos does he have?
One. He's got a Benjamin Franklin on the side of his face.
Not enough. I'm not interested.
How big of a Benjamin Franklin?
Pretty big.
It's a pretty big
his
Benjamin
whole side
Franklin.
of his face.
No, he's definitely put this video in all of our chats before.
Bat down, Tatiana. He drops a hard R like I've never heard anybody drop it on a song ever. And he's mixed. He's half and half, and he drops the hardest R of all time. And is that okay?
I grew up in a suburb in Ohio. I'm pretty sure I've heard some harder R's than this guy's gonna fucking drop.
Watch.
I guarantee you, I've
it's
heard
definitely
some
not a nigga. There's no AH at the end of this shit at all.
I fucking promise you, I've heard a harder R.
It's a long way to go for it. Did I know exactly what second this is?
Well, yeah, because you probably play it instead of saying it.
Well, in my head, I go, yeah, well, you're a 120 minute.
Well, sometimes out loud, too, when you're with your friends in your sheets.
No, I don't, really. I'm half Sicilian, dude. I'm part, more.
Mm-hmm. You got tons of black friends?
Tons.
Yeah.
Actually, dude, my godson's black, and both of my best friends are.
Oh, your best friend's black? You got a family member that's black?
His mom's white, actually.
You're not racist? Hey, you got a friend whose cousin's whose baby mama's brother's black? I'm not racist.
Actually, the black people I'm
literally just quoting lyrics from a Joyner Lucas song at you called "I'm Not Racist."
Oh yeah. Who's wearing a Donald Trump hat?
Yeah, that plays on that entire trope of "I'm not racist. I've got a friend that's black."
Yeah, but I know when I said that, I knew I was saying that on purpose. But...
I'm just looking at pictures of cats.
Are you looking at Tatiana?
I'm watching Little Dicky music videos.
I'll play it.
It's 2019. I'm only into rappers that have like dense man buns.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy does. This guy has a muffin bun.
He has a muffin bun and a face tattoo.
Look at him. Blue face. Blue face.
What's his name? Jasper Blue? What?
Blue face. Blue face. Bleed him. Blue face.
Blue flakes bleed him.
Blue face bleed him. Ready? You ready for it?
Blue flakes beat him.
Blue face. Blue face. Face.
I'll
play it. It's fine.
What are you saying? Oh yeah, you will. Yeah, you're gonna play it.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for.
That's for you, audience.
I don't see the face tattoo.
What?
Oh, so I'm not letting a hard R get dropped. No, that's too far. That's called jumping the shark for this show. Not gonna happen. Not today, buddy.
No, wait,
now I see it. Yeah, that's a pretty good face tattoo.
It's a decent size.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, fuck you. You have me muted?
Oh, yeah.
No, listen to his flow.
There it goes again.
I was the whack-a-mole champion.
Butts down.
Listen to his flow. Listen to
Oh, man.
Mama always told me I was gonna break hearts. I get surf all stupid. Don't be mad at me.
Yeah, real great.
I want to see you bust down. Bend that shit over on the game. Yeah, make that shit clap.
This is
do it back, so I had to
terrible.
back on the game.
real great.
Smacking high off them drugs. I try to tell myself
He's high off them drugs, guys.
Listen.
Then a nigga relapsed on the dead.
No, he doesn't drop a hard R.
Kidding me?
Turn it off.
He just said it.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
I can't get it off. It's like, it won't turn off.
Okay, then I'm muting you. No, he says, and Enna relapse. How did
this even come up?
Because we have no content.
We have negative content.
We have bullshit content.
Well, apparently I'm busy being outraged, so I got to keep this train
You're
going.
not mad at this guy?
That's fine.
Yeah.
You should be mad at him for dropping hard R's and calling girls Tatiana.
He didn't drop a hard R. I'm telling you right now, he didn't drop a hard R. I don't know.
Can we just not care?
We should just not care, but we don't have content. You know, that's just how this goes. God damn it, Graham.
Then a nigga relapsed on the
Thank you. I was looking for it.
You're welcome.
Jesus.
Just give that the golf clap.
Yeah.
That wasn't a hard R.
It wasn't. No, he said an Enna relapse. Like, I don't know how you consider that a hard R.
It's a really fucking terrible rap song.
Yeah, unless you don't understand how rap works or words go together.
Actually, it didn't seem like the worst rap song I've ever heard.
It's
pretty bad. No,
I mean, it's not really to my taste, but I've heard worse.
There's a reason we haven't heard of Blue Flakes film. I don't know what the fuck his name is.
It's pretty.
So Jay, that's a common occurrence that Graham gets dropped. How you doing, man? How you hanging in there? I'm betting you're wondering what the fuck this random dude that messaged you on YouTube got you into, right? Jay?
Just stare awkwardly. That's fine. We don't need you to talk, apparently.
Yeah.
Not really.
Jesus fucking Christ. Pull your weight.
Nah, I've watched it before.
Oh, shit, really?
We're sorry.
You've watched us? Like a whole show? Like a whole show? Ah!
Well, I won't lie. It wasn't the whole show, but, you know, I got the gist of it.
Yeah, no one does.
Half of us don't even know why we're on the show.
Yeah.
And you took the time to watch it? Like,
thank you.
Yeah. I was bored, but hey.
Dude, that's the same reason why we're on the show! Holy shit!
There's better hobbies. Just take up chronic masturbation or something.
Or heroin.
Yeah.
We already talked about opiates.
Both.
I'll pass, and I'll pass on that as well. No, I'm good. I promise I could do something better with my time than, let's see, any of the three.
I don't know. Have you tried heroin? It's pretty baller.
Yeah, well, I know what probably comes with that, so I'll just stay away. I don't be out there hitting the streets.
Mad
you know,
heroin
having
bitches.
to,
You ever seen AC/DC?
just punch fucking
Yep,
11-year-old girls and
Cincinnati.
do heroin. That's the philosophy right now.
I've seen them in Cincinnati in '98. Yeah.
Oh man, that's the key to happiness, is to just punch 11-year-old girls.
Jesus Christ.
So like back to that 11-year-old girl thing. So I was at this AA meeting this one time, and like there was this 13-year-old girl there that was like sober for like the last year, and apparently like she took a hammer regularly to like the back of random people's heads to rob them so she could get some heroin. She was 11 when she started doing that.
Is anyone reading chat?
That shows a lot of initiative.
Fucked up. Yeah, I mean, hey, she was in the AA meetings with her dad, who was also needing to be in the AA meetings. So it was kind of interesting. Like, I was like, good for you for not doing heroin anymore, but like,
or beating people with hammers anymore. I feel like that's the bigger one that you should congratulate her on. Like the heroin addiction wasn't bad. It's bad when you start beating people in the back of the heads with hammers.
Yeah, to pickpocket them, because she was 11. She couldn't, like, it's not like she could go and like hold a knife up to somebody and be like, oh, give me your wallet or something. She's 11.
Yeah.
She just sneak up and hit him.
Well, there's plenty of heroin addicts out there that I'm like, they don't fuck with me. I'm fine. It's when they start hitting people with hammers that it becomes a problem.
Well, it's because people think
she was 11.
People from a young age think it's like super, super cool, so they start doing it. Like that was a huge thing at my school in middle school. Was like fucking 6th and 7th graders used to like sell their virginity so they could go buy drugs. Like that was a fucking thing, and we laughed at all of them. But now looking back, that's really fucked up and sad.
Super fucked up.
Because I thought it was cool.
They could sell so much other shit to get drugs.
Yeah, I mean, you don't jump straight to prostitution or hitting people in the back of the head. You start with some like light B&Es or something, man.
Yeah, or pawning off your parents' computer.
Just pawn your dad's power tools.
Yeah,
that's how the classy people do it.
Go into the garage, pick a box, sell the shit in it, buy drugs.
Did any of you ever like sneak in to like somewhere you shouldn't have been when you were a kid just for the thrill of it? You weren't actually there to steal shit, I assume.
I lived outside of Detroit.
Oh yeah, I used to do push-ups in front of the adult section in Hollywood Video because they had, family video. It was family video at the time, and they just had the curtain there that blocked off all the nudie shit. Yeah. So I'd just do push-ups in front of it, be peeking some boobies. That got me a throat for other reasons. I had to stop doing the push-ups because it started hurting my tipskis.
Dude, old school video stores with like the cheesy adult curtain, that's the good throwback right there. Just see those faded, washed out, UV damaged boobies. Yeah.
It really, like, we talked about it that one show, and like kids these days don't fucking know about the struggle to fucking fill the spank bank.
Like, I'm really happy that I no longer have to like ever get any type of jack off material, and like know that it's been passed in between people's hands.
That's fine. That means that somewhere you have someone as fucking depraved as you. Tell me you haven't seen a video. Tell me you haven't found a fucking video on.
At the same time.
Tell me you haven't found a super fucked up video on Pornhub and you go, I've got to be the only person that fucking likes this. Like that real depraved shit, like page 3 type shit, where you don't know what is gonna get your dick spitting that baby milk.
Yeah. No, totally.
You've been there, but you find that weird shit on VHS and you see that the cover's a little bit worn. It's been checked out a couple times. You had to wait for it to get back in stock. Now you know there's someone as fucking weird and fucked up in the head with as many daddy issues as you have.
True. It just depends.
That doesn't make me feel better. That makes me feel worse.
It's like a sense of community.
how
I don't
fucked up
want that kind of community. I really don't.
Well, speak for yourself. I love a porn addict community.
Pretty much all of the really like fucked up porn I've seen, it's all been from gross out porn night when my friends and I were all in high school trying to gross each other out, like to the point of like vomiting from some of the fucked up shit.
You had a weird fucking high school experience. All right.
Yeah, I had well, the two guys in the group were both gay, and then it was like it was the four of us, and we'd have like these weird gross out porn nights. And
you tell people about the gross porn. You don't hang out and watch the gross porn together.
Yeah, there's no way that doesn't get sexy.
Yeah, as a guy, you learn that really quick.
There's no way I'm not pulling for a fucking. There's no way I'm not pulling for a handy under a blanket.
We get that.
All right,
we get that, but like, I mean, at least for me, like, no, way back then, you'd always still have some random friend come over and then just decide we should all jerk off together while everyone else is like, what the fuck are you on about?
This was not that.
This was
like trying to gross each other out. Like,
right, but
there was some fucked up shit.
That's happened to almost every guy I've met, so that's why we're saying that seems weird to us, because like it's become a self-defense mechanism. We just don't engage.
It doesn't matter what's going on
gonna
elsewhere on the screen. If there are genitals exposed, I'm looking for a handy under the blanket.
Yeah, there was.
That's how men's minds work. All right.
Yeah, I mean, if they're both into like a dick in the ass. As a guy, and they're gay.
Hey, if I don't know whose hand it is and it's soft,
by like fucking sardines being shoved in a woman's vajay with a like glass dildo, like they're not gonna be interested.
All right, calm down. I can only get so erect.
Yeah, like
whoa, pump the brakes.
Like that's
oh, and they're live.
Yeah, like
they were not.
Yo, I saw Jay's laptop lift up a little bit when you were describing that.
No, it's like racism on the internet. It starts out ironic, and then pretty soon you're super fucking into it.
Yeah. It's like those extreme fisting videos where you're like, oh, that's so fucked up. Then 3 days later, you're like, man, this is.
You only got it halfway up the forearm.
You go. These are fucking amateurs. You got someone dancing like a goddamn butterfly, stinging like a bee.
Just speed bagging it,
and
man.
you go, this isn't enough for me.
Elbow or get the fuck out. That's
yo, he better be getting them ashy bits wet.
Jesus.
Yeah, moisturize that elbow.
And that's why we don't watch porn with people, because it always turns into a weird session where everyone goes, why do we all have boners in the same room? Like, it's, you don't understand, Alicia. You really don't.
I'm not a man.
If every man in the room is erect,
never a boy going
it gets weird.
Puberty with all my male friends, or
it's not fun, because like you will definitely always have that like weird dude. Seriously, like he'll just be like that happened in like in middle school, just like some weird dude just like at a fucking Halo party and just is like,
and he goes, check out this website I found.
Jack off with each other. Oh fuck!
I never had a dude ask me to jack off with him.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, you probably have.
You know what? I have.
Yeah.
I have, but it wasn't like going through puberty, right? So I worked with a dude, and like people at work loved the dude, right? He had like a girlfriend and shit, and he was cool. He was chill as fuck. He was a chubby black dude on the football team. He was dating a cheerleader because he was real funny. Like, he was a cool dude, and I loved just joking around with him. Scrubs was big at the time, so I called him my chocolate bear because he was a big black dude. I quit the job. I'm gone for like 6 months. He texts me just out of the blue, and he's like, yo, dude, what's up? And I'm like texting him, talking to him. We're just bullshitting, and he's like, so do you have a big dick? And I go, what? And I'm like, I mean, it's not like the biggest, but I'm I'm not ashamed of it. And he goes, yo, let me see it. And I go, no. And he's like, dude, send me a video of you jerking off. And I go, what the fuck is... I'm like, dude, that's not happening. And he's like, I just want to see, like, I want to compare and make sure, like, I want to see if your dick is like my dick, if my dick's small or big. And it was the weirdest fucking exchange I've ever had at 4 p.m.
to male puberty.
At 4 p.m. on a Tuesday with a 17-year-old guy.
Well, okay, Graham brings up a good point from the chat where he's put for a reason. Was his bigger? Like that's the only relevant qualification.
I just didn't text him back. I was dumbfounded. I was dumbfounded. I was like, I thought like we were just cool with each other. Like I thought we were just friends. Like you'd invite me to parties if this fucking bitch in town, if this town was having a party, because he lived in a town where for some reason the girls in his town were just top notch.
Well, they just didn't want to compare dicks with him, so he focused on you.
Yeah. And I was like, bro, I like in my mind, I'm like, I'm just staying in touch with this dude because I wanted to go to these fucking parties. Like, I'm not, I got way more than I bargained for in that friendship. And I cut it off.
Yeah, that just seems like you weren't ready to accept the fact that you really did want to see his dick.
I really didn't, man. I really
wanted to be the treasure of the bush.
It was such a weird exchange for me. Like being part of that exchange was one of the weirdest moments in my life where I went, I think this dude's gay. That was the first time where I was like, wow, I should have noticed all the signs, but I don't know. I gotta see if he actually is, like, if he came out. 1 second.
I mean, you could have at least strung him along for a while and tried to get, like, some nice dinners out of it first.
Okay. He works at a bank, and his last picture was from high school. 8 years ago.
I don't think I ever had anybody who actually wanted to like jerk off with me. I don't think that was really. I don't think that ever came up.
Well, you've never had a friend like that, then, man. You've never known true friendship.
Yeah, I know, and now I'm a little bit sad because that seems like a whole new level of intimacy I just never got to.
Can you guys believe we've only been going for an hour and a half?
No, God, it's felt like 3.
It feels a lot longer. Right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? It feels like it's been like 2.5 hours. I was like, it's got to be around midnight. Nope, it's 11. It's fucking 11.
But
drink more.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
I don't know. I was fired up tonight, man.
Yo, so I got some snifters for Christmas.
Oh, that's fancy.
It is fancy. It really is a comfortable fucking cup, though. Like, it's just a comfortable shape.
Do people usually drink whiskey out of those? I thought those are usually for brandy.
Usually for brandy, but it is a liquor, so I don't fucking care.
Well, no, I'm not saying like it's an actual like crime or anything. I just think it's funny that like dark liquors have their own like shape of glasses.
Okay, so I usually use like a Glencairn glass or a similar shaped glass. So this has a similar shape to my whiskey tasting glasses, which is why I'm fine using them.
I feel like with a brandy glass though, like brandy is somehow more acceptable to drink warm, so you're getting some extra heat by holding it like that.
The weird look of disgust on Jay's face is so like, because he's from Kentucky, so he's like, you're supposed to taste whiskey? I thought you were supposed to just let it burn and drink it. It's bullying if you don't respond, man.
This is exactly what this turned into, is bullying.
You gotta respond.
Just nobody's giving you any satisfaction.
No one's giving me any satisfaction tonight, man.
Hey, you want to send me a picture of your dick later? I want to compare it for size.
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay, cool. We tie it like that.
Make sure you send it with a beer can next to it for size reference.
Draw a couple of hearts around it too.
No, like that Me Too movement, man. I'm not sending my dick to anyone ever again.
Well, that's not really a bad thing.
Except
when you
my
think of it.
wife.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, like every now and again for happy birthday, I'd send one to like my real close guy friends, where like it'd just be a soft dick. I'd just send them a picture of my soft dick.
It doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Right? Yeah. No, you know me. Happy.
But you gotta
you got a birthday coming up, don't you, Jerry?
You gotta include the comment though. Should I go see a doctor about this? And then that way they actually look at it.
Oh no, it's usually, hey, look, I found a baby bird. It's still in the nest because I don't shave in winter.
You shave in summer for
I do
less drag.
Well, no, less drag. Yeah, for my speed fucking. No, I shave in the summer because I live in Georgia.
Does drag.
And it's fucking hot here. You guys, all three of you don't fucking know what I'm talking. But I live in Georgia, so I shave all my body hair.
Dude, the fucking humidity must be fucking miserable.
Yes, I shave all my body hair in the summer. I'm like, I don't want any extra insulation. Let's fucking get all of this gone.
Do you enjoy chewing your air?
Yeah, it's real nice. It is nice. No,
I feel like we should give the entire South back to Spain. Are they the ones that had it?
France, Spain.
Yeah, France and Spain. That's fine. They could do with some more.
Call them A, call them B.
Yeah. Spain was Florida, and I don't think even they'd take Florida back.
Blow up hot tub has a hole in it. Don't have a blow up hot tub anymore.
So how did that happen exactly?
I don't fucking know, dude. It just started deflating. It just started deflating one day.
That's why we were guessing you weren't here last week, is because you got a new one.
No, I would have done the show from the hot tub. Are you guys nuts?
Well, I figured you were probably trying to do that walkover move because you're flexible. I was figuring you're trying to do that walkover move where you suck your own dick and then like a toenail got caught.
Yeah, we thought we were making bets on how big of a coke nail you have, but it's actually your toenail.
Nah, dude, toenails are freshly cut.
Oh, that's horrifying that you can do that.
What?
That's why it's plausible.
Yeah.
It's just actually that's a good stretch for the hips.
You seem like a flexible moral reprobate.
For your hip flexors, oh, that's a great stretch. Oh, I love it. Ooh.
Old hips are loose.
You should get one of those. God damn it! You should get one of those new hot tubs that have like a smart assistant in it that's not secured, so someone can also hijack your hot tub.
I'm not buying a new blow up hot tub or a hot tub period because I'm going to Germany. You know?
Oh yeah, that's
like,
right.
I'm not. Why would I do that?
Invest in something you're not going to be able to use here.
Yeah. I don't want someone else fucking in my hot tub. Like, I'm going to rent my house out, but I'm not going to,
I'm not going to give them a hot tub.
I'm not going to give them a hot tub. I'm not going to let them fuck in my hot tub.
You think any Germans have hot tubs? That seems like a very un-German thing.
I feel like they have probably like those amazing,
it feels like a European thing. It feels European. Like, maybe they don't have hot tubs, but maybe they just have really big fucking, like, jet bathtubs.
Dude, they ain't got real big anything, man. I'm just saying, they're, like, granted, my experience is incredibly dated because I'm older than Bert, and this is from high school, but I did an exchange over there, and everybody's house was, like, full of very small appliances.
Dude, I'm pumped to go and, like, have, like, the random public bathroom bidet encounter. Like, I'm pumped for that.
Just don't come back.
Because as of now, shitting in public is terrible for me because I don't have anything to wash my ass with afterwards.
Yeah, just don't come back and be one of those people who's like, oh, you don't have a bidet.
He's already one of those
I'm already like one of those people.
I know, but like, don't be.
Why don't you have a bidet? Are you a fucking caveman?
Yeah, get a fucking bidet, man.
No, I mean that is like, don't even, just don't become even worse at it.
We've got running water. Why the fuck wouldn't you want to spray that on your ass?
Just fucking hydrojet pressure, man.
Just, don't have it turned up too high when you first get used to
Alicia, they're fucking cavemen. I'm telling you, they're fucking cavemen.
Also poor.
I know.
Also, by the way, I searched German.
It's $20.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, you can buy a $20 bidet online on Amazon.
Yeah, but those ones aren't gonna be warm.
It's not warm, but it fucking works.
Yeah,
that's the one that I have. That's the one that changed my world.
I don't want my butt sprayed with cold water. I like the water to be warm.
It's great in the morning. When you take your morning shit, it wakes you up.
Yeah, it seems like
I spent less than $200, and I got one that has like heat settings, and it's got an air dryer thing in it. It's great.
When I come back from Germany, I'll have like 8 years left in the service, so I'll probably be stuck in wherever I go and stay there. So I'm probably gonna fucking I'm spend a lot of money on a bidet when I get back from Germany. I'm gonna buy one, like a fucking Japanese one that fucking
just get the full-on toilet.
Massages your prostate at the same time.
The toilet that greets you when you walk up to it.
Yeah, dude, it knows me by my fucking feet, and I walk up, I sit down, it starts baking me.
It starts the hair dryer or
It's baking me a pastry on the side for when I'm done. Like, here's your post-shit pastry. I hope you enjoy cream poofs. Like, absolute. It's going to have everything. Like,
makes relaxing waterfall sounds to help you. Know.
Oh, yeah. It does, like, binaural beats and shit like that.
They have the ones now that actually have a piece that, like, slides out when you come up to it. It senses that you're there, and it has, like, a heater that turns on to, like, keep your feet warm.
Oh, shit. Oh my god, now if only they had something that stimulated the fucking circulation in your feet and legs so that my fucking feet don't fall asleep while I'm taking a dump.
See, that's when you just use a squatty potty.
No, see, the problem is when I take a dump, I put my elbows on my thighs, and then I put my head on my palms, so it just cuts off the circulation to my fucking feet.
You do a thinking man pose.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah.
Straight up.
Like, I would just,
he does this, with one hand.
I would just assume everything runs through you super quick and you wouldn't be on a toilet long enough.
Speaking of running through me super quick, guys, today I sat down. Okay, so I've been super sick, right? I haven't.
Go by a whirlpool.
And you can't, like, when you have like head congestion, taking a shit is torture, right? Because you feel it in your fucking ears, your eyes start popping out and watering. It's terrible. So I didn't shit for like the whole weekend. At work today, I sat down, right? And it's always the easy ones that catch you by surprise. Man, it's always the easy ones that are a delightful little joy. I sit down and it just flows. It's a natural thing. I sit down, my body's pushing it out, and I finish, and I glance down and I see just like a U bend, and I go, that's an uncommon shape for a turd. I peek up, big ass commercial toilet, right? This is a big ass commercial toilet. This fucking thing went from the back to the front, all the way back to the back. I shit you not, it was at least 18 inches long, longest shit I've ever had in my life. On my grandparents' graves.
Was it girthy?
No. See, it's always the easy ones.
This is a snake.
It's always the easy ones that are the long ones. You never have to grunt out a long one, right? It always just happens, and you don't expect it until you glance down.
But you already know your butthole is loose, so you don't have to like grunt out the girthy ones either.
All right, I told you about my ass play and confidence. But this thing was it wasn't massive because it wasn't huge, but it was the longest poo I've ever taken.
I feel like you should have taken a picture and memorialized it.
I cannot bring cameras or cell phones or electronic devices into where I work.
Dude, that is the worst thing in the world.
Oh my God, dude. I sat there. I shit you not. I sat on the toilet for like 5 minutes after I was done and went, no one's going to believe me.
Nobody will see my majesty.
I said, no one is going to believe me.
Why didn't you get one of like your buddies at work to come look at it?
Because okay, a lot of people work where I work, so I leave this stall and this is gone. Somebody's going to come in and they're gonna go, oh, I'll just flush this.
They're gonna go, holy shit.
You know what? I should have.
You should have waited there for a minute and just been like, sorry about the smell, but man, you got to see this.
Okay, also, because it was such old shit, because I hadn't shit in so long, it smelled like a swamp. Like, not like normal poop. It smelled like old, decaying matter. It was it was such an uncommon smell. But I sat there for 5 minutes thinking, what am I going to do about this poo? I need to let someone know. I need to show someone. And there was no one nearby because the bathroom near my workstation was fully occupied. So I had to go across the building to another bathroom. So I didn't know anyone over there. And I felt it's going to be weird if a sergeant walks up to like an A1C and it's like, hey, I need you to come look at this. So it was weird. But
I'm weeping inside for all the lost potential.
Dude, you know I would have posted it to the Discord. You know.
I personally feel like I've been robbed of that experience. Thank you very much, Uncle Sam.
Like, I shit you not. You know the big commercial toilets, right?
Yeah, the big boys.
This thing went from the back to the front all the way to the back again. It was massive. It was monumental.
And it was unbroken like an Ouroboros.
Unbroken. It didn't even have the cracks in it that it normally does when it bends. It was unbroken. Like in my body, it had formed this shape, and as it exited me, it remembered. Dude, it was. I'll remember it for the rest of my life. I really will.
It was like a perfect plaster cast of your large intestine.
It really. I'm so upset that I couldn't. This is why we need like that shit. We need a Snapchat for shits. We need to get on that, Mark Grimes.
I think it's been done.
That wouldn't have helped you in this situation.
App for that.
They do? Where you can send pictures of your poop to strangers?
If I'm not mistaken, somebody was talking about it somewhere. They's just like, oh yeah, it's like they said something, and it's like I mean, people like rate them and all that. I mean, it's pretty out there.
God damn it, Mark! We should have capitalized on this 2 years ago when I had the idea.
Okay, you know the fart book meme from Letterkenny? It's because all of that shit's real. You can find all of that.
I'm still refusing to watch that show. Dude, just to spite you, Jerry.
Dude, you've got to watch it.
No, but I got to spite Jerry more.
Pitter patter, let's get at her. Fucking watch the show.
He's more handsome than I am, and I don't cotton to it. I'm never watching.
Everyone in the show is more handsome than you are, and me.
This guy needs a fucking pup face.
Even Stuart.
Now that dude's Stuart's gonna look pretty decent. Fucking roll, dude.
Even Rold is even more attractive than all of us on this show.
Hey, I don't like Graham getting kicked off because now I'm the ugly one.
We're all ugly. It's all right. You don't look like a chemo
still make fun
patient.
of Graham for being Gollum.
Yeah, it just isn't as fun when he isn't here. That then I could be accused of talking shit.
Speaking of, did you guys see the stand-in I have for Graham when he doesn't show up for a show?
No.
I got a stand-in for Graham.
I'm terrified.
Oh, you should be. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Like terrified of any.
All right.
Like stand-ins for any of us.
Let's go ahead and share this. And then I will also share it with
Okay. That was somebody's like art school graduation project, and it's amazing.
I know. So this is the stand-in I have for Graham when he doesn't show up for the show.
Oh, somebody's paying $30,000 a year in tuition, and that's what they came up for.
Hey, Graham. Graham, what do you think about that turd I had?
Well, guys, the thing is, you gotta look at what other people are saying. First, the hood internet says that it's not all that great. I don't know why I'm enjoying this so much. It really makes you think we live in a society.
Oh, man. Hey, Graham, what's your opinion on gun control?
I knew these 3 Mexican guys once, and they were talking about gun control, but the thing about Mexicans and gun control is that occasionally... I can't even continue, I'm sorry. I petered out there.
I like how you just got it on replay.
Oh, man. Graham, what were you up to this week?
God.
It's just the movements too.
Went down to the Copacabana, got wasted off pina coladas, ended up with 3 girls. They were all named Sherry, and one of them bit my dick clean off.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. But yeah, that's so great.
And we're out.
Yep. Okay, that's the show.
I'm looking at hot tubs.
JT or JTH. I don't know what to call you. Oh, I didn't even ask you. I didn't even introduce you. Hey guys, this is JTH Reviews. He has a YouTube channel.
You should definitely all go watch that.
Yeah, he reviews vape shit. I know vape shit's gay.
But pretty much all of us use it, so.
But
does that make us all gay?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Well, no, I mean, it's probably my affinity for dicks that makes me gay, but that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But he has a YouTube channel. I'll let him talk about it.
Colt's butt play.
Basically, yeah, just reviews, and that's about it for right now. I'll be doing some mixing in the near future, but just got a Facebook page going and stuff like that. Actually going to do more stuff for social media. Don't really rely on it too much, and I know that's the kind of the thing to do now. So unfortunately, that's what I'm be forced to do. So.
Oh wow! You're actually focusing on you're actually focusing on social media. Graham, what do you think about that?
Apparently.
Graham, weren't you supposed to do social media?
The thing about Facebook accounts is they give them to anybody nowadays. I know this one girl named Amber who dances down at the Palms.
Yeah.
She has 4 Facebook accounts.
The thing
4
is,
Facebook accounts. Can you believe that?
the thing is, I've been asking Graham to do social media for me, and his response has always been,
It's the single most off-putting thing. It's completely right in line with the brand.
it's so in line with our brand. That should be our intro. But yeah, is it JTH Reviews on Facebook and Instagram, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Okay.
JTH Reviews. Yep. Instagram, Facebook. I even made a Twitter account. So yeah, tweet at me sometimes. Apparently, that's what I'm supposed to say.
You hear that, Graham? He even made a Twitter account.
Okay, I prefer Twitter. I'm down with Twitter.
But yeah, thanks for. I realized we didn't utilize the fact that we had a guest most of the night.
We just talked.
I feel like we were all just feeling rowdy.
Yeah.
We were a bunch of rowdy boys tonight.
Soy Boy Revolution, man. Let's do this.
Soy Boy Revolution. The soy is getting us angry. But thanks for coming on, man.
It's given me these fantastic breasts too, so I can't argue with that.
Yeah, no problem. Not a problem.
I hope you enjoyed the
Glad
time.
to be able to jump on. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry you had
Never
to...
a dull moment. Never a dull moment.
Sorry you had to endure an entire show this time. Not many people can, but I guess you're part of an elite group of people that can endure an entire show with us.
True.
Jerry's literally dying over here.
So
I can't
An
even.
elite group of masochists.
Hey, I'm actually gonna be off next week. I've got a flight to
What
catch.
the fuck?
I've got a flight to catch at 5 a.m. on Friday. I might be on. It depends. I don't know if I'll stay up for the flight or if I'm going to bed for the flight. We'll see.
Cool. Literally, the reason why we do this show is to make you happy.
Yeah, but you guys still do it when I'm not here. So, I mean, what does that say about you?
Some of the
I hate
people
all
that
this
are
so much.
on this show don't like change.
True.
Namely, Rick. Rick
Yo.
doesn't like change. So
I do so many things because I feel a misplaced sense of obligation. Welcome to my entire life.
But we'll
we'll
see you guys next week.
Yeah.
I hope everybody has a great week. Let me hold on. I didn't even open up VLC to play the outro music. So let me do that. Yeah, we do. We still have an outro. We just talk over the music now.
Okay, because we're edgy. We're super edgy.
I think it's this one.
I feel like I need to watch more Joe Rogan stuff before I continue to make fun of it, because I've definitely hit the point where I'm just like knee-jerk against it, and I figure I need to really marinate.
The thing is, Joe Rogan, like, it's an entertaining podcast. The problem is that, like, his super fans consider him, like, a source of knowledge.
I mean, like, there's something to be said for being, like, intellectually curious, but I think there's, like, the line where, like, you have a fairly large platform and to chase that down whatever rabbit hole of, like, I don't know if it might be true, but let's talk to this weirdo about it.
Yeah, it's another instance of, like, jumping the shark. He jumped the shark, you know?